What is up, YouTube.com? And in this video, I want to teach you my strategy specifically to how to get more YouTube subscribers. I'm a new YouTuber, so I'm not monetized. I just want to say that, but I have just recently transitioned my strategy, and now I'm getting like 5 to 10 subs per video I put out. When before it was kind of like hit or miss. So let's just jump right into it, and then I'll just kind of teach you my little strategy by going over my channel here. So essentially, the biggest thing I want to say is the best way for me to get subs is to teach like I am right now. I'm hoping that this reaches people, but to teach, to give value. You probably heard other YouTube tip channels. If you're here, you've probably been digging through a bunch of YouTube tip channels, and I feel like you're probably here trying to scrape the bottom of the barrel, hopefully not thinking that I have something, some novel idea that other channels don't have. And I may or may not. I'm just kind of I'm just teaching it without really, I'm just teaching it from my own personal experience here. So you're going to get my personal experience. So here we go. It's a little story with this channel. And I'm just going to kind of go back. I'm just going to go through the history so I can kind of show you guys what's been happening. So my first videos didn't really do that much. And my first one that actually did do a lot, which when I first released this video here. So this is a decent video for me. It didn't come out at a lot of views. So for the first couple of weeks of becoming a YouTuber, it did better than other videos, but it did not really do anything too special. But it did translate to other subscribers, but I did not really know that. So essentially, I think I said this again, but just in case I forgot, no, I did not. Sorry. So the way to get subscribers is to do tutorials to bring value. You probably heard other people say that. And the reason why I want to specifically harp on doing tutorials specifically is because it's the easiest, most simplest way for you to jump into how do I bring value to the YouTuber viewer. And I feel like the easiest people to serve and to get to subscribe to your channel is to serve them, to serve viewers that are looking for help, looking directly for information, looking directly for value, instead of like in another case, let's say for instance, like a Mr. Beast, you're going to subscribe to his channel for the value of entertainment. That's a little bit, I feel like it's out of my zone. I'm not quite sure how to get people to subscribe through that metric, but I do know that if you look through my channel here, I have not that many views. But then once I started a series called Fresh Start, is where I started over a brand new account, and my audience started to grow. I had 9 subscribers off this one, 101 watch hours off 657 views, which I feel is pretty okay. It's pretty good, I feel. And this turned into a 40-part series where for half an hour videos for 40 episodes, I was able to grow an audience a little bit more and a little bit more. And though it's not a lot of viewers, one did take off. And like I said, this is my best example from this. This is my best video on my channel. And this is 6.2 thousand views. It's got 479 watch hours, and I've gotten 31 subs just off this video. 16 minutes, not a lot of editing. Is exactly like this. If we go into the video here, I'll show you. And we will just blow, it's just an intro from my webcam, and we hop in. And I'm just the same format as I am right here. I got a clock up, a calculator up, and I'm just playing the game, showing them from my own personal experience. A little bit of editing. I personally think that we're going into a wave of YouTube where there's not going to be a lot of heavy editing, and people are going to prefer that, like that older style. Like I feel like what YouTube has become and what it is now becoming is that like we have this highly refined content, like flour is my best example of this. We have or sugar, sorry. So like getting sugar from fruit is what we used to do, from healthier, it's healthier for us. We got a lot more nutrients and it tasted pretty good. And that was an older style of YouTube, the older era of YouTube, which was more of like a fresh, organic, authentic style of YouTube. But then over time, we have all these other YouTubers coming into the scene and distilling and optimizing and refining and manufacturing these like really tailored videos to give us like a high sugary content that's giving you just a big buzz. Okay, so then which people tend to prefer a sugary drink, but then now and more people are waking up to the fact that this is bad for them and it's actually hurting them. Like for instance, the pinnacle of this is like shorts content, but it seems that like a wave of not new viewers, but it seems the shift on YouTube is shifting back to more of an authentic, not seeming authentic. I'm talking about a literal authentic of smaller creators with people who very clearly have experience. So if you create tutorials and create tutorials about things you are specifically experienced in, so just think of something you've done, see if and see something that think of something you've done that you are what you would consider exceptional at, like compared to your own metrics, not compared to other people, like things that like, I'm bad at cursive, but I'm pretty good at playing RuneScape. Okay, so I'm gonna make a tutorial based on playing RuneScape because I'm better at playing RuneScape than I am at writing cursive, writing well, writing pretty, I guess. I don't know. So you know what I mean, like, so I'm not going to give you a calligraphy tutorial because I don't really know that much about it, but I am going to give you a tutorial on RuneScape. And again, 4 months ago, 6.1 thousand views. It's getting 50 to 75 views a day, I believe. If we go here, okay, so it's like 30. Sorry, I always mix up the 48 hours and the 1 day, or I always mix up 1 day and 48 hours. I keep thinking this number is 24 hours. If I would like it better if it was 24 hours, but whatever. Tangent aside, it's still doing it. It has been doing this every single day since I released that video, because if we go to my reach, it is mostly from YouTube search. So this is like, I feel like this video is going to grow and grow as long as RuneScape is a game and I was able to deliver good, really, really, really good engagement and good sub count off of that. But that's not even where most of my, so I have more examples on this channel. So if we go to my last videos I just released, I released a podcast called Money Talks, which is where it's a RuneScape podcast where I talk about everything money to do with RuneScape. And as you can see, my first video, 100% like to dislike, which is unheard of, as you can see right here, is 214 viewers, and I got 9 subs just off that, and this is in a few days. Let's see. First 13. Oh, okay, so that's a week now, sorry. Or 2 weeks, sorry. Is it? Yeah, I'm doing once a week. But still. Other videos, let's do like this one. It's got okay views in my eyes, but no subscribers. So 141 people kind of stopped in for the freak show. That's kind of how I see these videos. There's a lot of context there. I probably shouldn't have said that, but we got these videos, but not a lot of subscribers. But then the shift in my strategy where I made Money Talks, talked to my Discord of my community. It's about 90 people who I get feedback from, and they said they felt left behind. They came primarily for the trading. So then that sparked me to serve them Road to 1 Trillion, where RuneScape Gold, whatever, it's a series where I'm going to document my road from being a RuneScape billionaire to a RuneScape trillionaire, which is going to be a huge magnitude and difficulty. So I'm going to have to struggle and I'm going to have to think outside the box. And as you can see here, let's hop to our analytics. We got a lot of views off the first pilot episode. This is pilot. So this video is like almost no editing. There's absolutely no editing in this video. And I had no script, no plan. I just said, I'm going to turn on the camera. This is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to fucking jump right in. And we just looked at my accounts and talked about money. Just kind of like what my plans are going to be. And then I kind of talked about other things. Just touched on a couple other ideas. Okay. So then that gave me 10 subs. I got almost 1,000 viewers. And then I got 10 subs off of it because, again, as you serve the viewer, you'll start off with the tutorials, and then you'll be able to serve them better and better and better as you try to serve them. So just keep trying to serve them. And the no-brainer, just focus on one thing. The reason why I'm focusing on one thing and not having like a list for you and stuff too is very important too, is that I think that you should focus on one thing. And if you focus on the one thing and then iterate on top of that, then you'll develop more. So this is my real life example too, because it was tutorials. It started off with tutorials, and then I built a slight audience. As you can see, I can post here, and I'm getting, consistently for the last month or so, few months, I've been able to get over 100 views per video, which is really good for me. Okay. Based on the beginning. And I'm just seeing, it's just a progression here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not selling you a dream or anything like that. I'm just trying to talk. I'm trying to be real, but I'm still trying to be helpful. And then even in this channel, I'm trying to help you by serving tutorials until I start growing an audience and then can start curating content. So you have step 1, pick your thing or whatever, make your channel. Step 2 is like serve tutorials. Just spit out whatever you're good at to whatever, if it's within the niche that you want to pick as well for what your tutorial is about, or what your channel is going to be about, is going to be about like vlogging and your personal journey. So then make tutorials on how you got over problems, how you got over anxiety, how you got through depression, etc. Then when doing that, you'll capture a few people most likely, because every single channel I've done this on, which I'm running 20 right now, and none of them are that good, but every single channel that I've gotten people to stop and stay around, I've just made tutorials about whatever the subject was and whatever I was best at in that subject. And then I got a few people to stick around, leave me comments and stuff like that. And then step 3 then is to iterate on top of that and create more curated tutorials for those types of people. So then like that is a good value. And then because you'll be delivering that value, eventually that group will just then start to come back and watch things that aren't necessarily to do with the tutorials, but they're just kind of coming around and hanging out because now you got them in on your team. They're in your community. Now you've started a community. There you go. So there's my tutorial on how to get more YouTube subscribers. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next video.